my soccer universe, believe it or not, this is the 3000th video that I'm shooting ever since I've restarted my channel just before the World Cup in 2018. And 3000 is kind of an anniversary of sorts, and so I thought, let's celebrate this by showing you my anniversary jerseys. And before we get into that, we have to first talk about what are anniversary jerseys. It's not what I'm wearing here. Yes, it says 100 years of LASK and is a replica of the jersey that they wore in 1908, based on pictures, minus that logo here. However, it was never really worn in a match, and it was more or less a fashion jersey for LASK fans. I really love it. It's a great jersey. However, I don't count it as an official jersey. Also not a jersey is something else that LASK have released in 2008. It's kind of a replica of the 1965 jersey, at least the winter jersey, when they became champions. They're doing this now again to celebrate 60 years of the championship. I also don't count this one. It was never worn in match as well. And again, it adds a little thing that was also never present on the jersey. So also not really an anniversary jersey. And before we get to the anniversary jersey, I want to show you a couple of more. It also isn't a jersey that just has a commemorative logo on the back, but other than that does nothing to celebrate the anniversary. I'm looking here at last season Athletic Club jersey that has here on the back 125 years Athletic Club, and this Milan third jersey that has nothing retro anniversary like on the logo, but it says here on the back 125 years of AC Milan. It's not an anniversary jersey, even though it mentions it, because sometimes clubs just do that. But just such a logo on the back, for me, is not really enough. A little bit closer, but still not enough, are these two jerseys by Marseille and Benfica. They are both 120-year jerseys, but if you look at the Benfica jersey, similar as before, it just says 120 years, 120 years años on the back, and other than that, only the golden detailing on the side would say this is an anniversary jersey. It's an anniversary season. It does say it's nothing around the crest. And for this OM jersey, while they went all out by putting the pinstripes where they say Olympique de Marseille and made a nice plaque here that says 120 years, I don't even think now, they don't even say anything inside. It pays tribute to the 120 years that the club was alive. It's not an anniversary jersey. And the last one, that was the toughest call to make, is this Barcelona away jersey. First off, this was already released in 1998, and this is why I didn't call it an anniversary jersey. But I have it here with the sleeve patch from that anniversary, which was quite nice. Yes, this was worn during the anniversary season, but Barcelona released a centenary jersey, and this was not part of the deal because it already existed before, although this was probably the closest one to make the cut of the ones that I'm considering. So with that out of the way, let's look at the anniversary jersey that I have in my collection, and I want to do this slightly differently. I want to actually start in a countdown version from the highest number that is celebrated to the lowest number, and within each category we'll go most recent to oldest jersey. We'll finish with what I would call the best one, of course. And so the first and the biggest anniversary that I have is 150 years. What is 150 years? Well, it's the England jersey, the first ever Nike jersey. This, at least on the crest, says 150 years. That's a huge celebration, I would say. And we have, of course, the golden outline along the three lions as well. I would love to have the Scottish 150-year jersey as well, because it would be just fitting. But for now, I have only England, and I also would like to have the away jersey. 150 years, it's huge, and I gotta say, it's a relatively clean jersey. Yes, maybe the color divides opinions because it does look a little bit like a USA jersey, but on the other side, it's English enough. I actually really like St. George's flags here on the sides as well. The jersey is a little bit beaten up because I bought it already used, so there are a few pulls, but it's almost my go-to England jersey. Next up, 130 years. Who could be 130 years? Well, there are some English clubs, of course, but it's not an English club, but it is definitely English related. It's, of course, Italy's oldest clubs, and one of the more recent jerseys is this Genoa 130-year jersey. And 130 years is already one of those anniversaries where I say, yeah, do we really need a jersey for that one, especially a golden one? However, this jersey does something really nice. You know, you have here the founding year in there. You have the Grifo very nicely. It is a really sweet jersey, really well made, and I'm quite happy to have it. And you know, if you're Italy's oldest clubs, I think I can close an eye on that one. Which leads us now to 125 years. 125 years I kinda can understand, because you know we celebrate 25th anniversaries, especially for weddings and so on. It's a quarter of a century. That kind of is a reasonable one. And I have here probably one of my favorite jerseys in the entire collection. It's also the most recent one that I got, which is of course Milan's 125 year anniversary jersey. And unlike the Genoa jersey, where I have a sponsorless version, but this came with sponsors, this was worn without sponsors. And even better, there was only a number on the back. I have it blank, but it was only a number, never a name, and that I think is really nice. I love the clean look of this one. This is my favorite Milan color. It has the sponsor here on the inside, which why I bother with that one. But it is a really well crafted anniversary jersey. Also uses the first ever crest, which yeah, this makes it kinda unique. But I love this all-star look, and even that Puma just said, yeah, we don't need to put a Puma logo on the front. We have just a Puma here on the side. The Puma here on the side and here on the bottom. So Puma doing a really good job on this one. The jersey was of course worn, and this is another thing with those specialty jerseys, once in a rather disappointing 0-0 draw against Genoa. So yeah, maybe not the best memories, but it's a beautiful jersey. I love also that it comes in long sleeves. Really nice one. The next 125 year shirt, I almost forgot, but yes, it is one. It is Basel. They used for that occasion also a different crest. Usually the ball is a little bit here to the side, but other than that, you know, it doesn't do anything special. But the specialty crest makes an anniversary jersey. You have the classic half look, although I would have loved that this sleeve is red as well. So, but you know, I guess league regulations require both sleeves to be blue, and on the back it is purely red. I guess this balances it out as well. It is not a retro look, but it is an anniversary jersey. It also says 125 years in Swiss. It's an odd one, but it happened to be in my collection. So yeah, 125 year Basel jersey. The last team with a 125 year jersey is arguably a judgment call, and I present to you two jerseys because I have the home and the away. We're talking the Netherlands in 2014, and I agree, the away jersey has not very much a retro look. It still has in the crest 1889 to 2014 written. It is kind of hidden away, and the same thing is true for the home jersey, which is very much, I don't want to say retro, but a very understated look. And yes, in the crest it says 1889 to 2014. You barely can see it, but this was the comeback of the beautiful lion, which kind of added a true retro feel to that, and therefore I count this as a retro jersey. This one maybe less so, although it is one of the finest Netherlands away jerseys that I can remember. So yeah, a lovely set. I would wish we go back to these colors for the Netherlands as well, especially the white detailing on the home jersey is just brilliant. Okay, I'm happy to say I don't have any 115 or 110 year jerseys in my collection, because those anniversaries do not make any sense to me, and you better don't release one of that, but that would be a video in itself. We're going to the centenary, and that's the biggest portion there. And the first centenary jersey that I want to show you is probably definitely among the best already of all that I'm showing here, also very recently released. It's of course this beautiful Colombia one, already sold out. Yes, this is not the styling that they were wearing 100 years ago. It goes back to the 1950s, but it gives you a total retro feel. Adidas at the moment are the masters of the retro jersey, although Puma give a real run for their money with this Milan jersey, and we will see a few really nice ones coming up. As I said, I need to make a dedicated video on that topic, but this one is just gorgeous from wherever you look. I love the ghosted logos. I love the trefoil logo here, the slightly off-white as well, and then the Colombia flag across. One of the best jerseys released last year, so it had to feature in this countdown for sure. For aesthetic reasons, I decided to put the Dutch jersey a little bit down, so yeah, there you go. The next one is a club jersey, and would not necessarily feature, but has a feature that does make it a centenary jersey, which is of course this Braga home jersey. Yes, golden detailing already gives it away. We have really, the chevrons are nice. I love the gold in here, but it says Centenario on the back, which wouldn't be enough by itself. However, if you look at the jersey, the all over print also has the Centenario logo very much ingrained in there, making this a proper centenary jersey. Not necessarily a full retro look, because raglan sleeves were not a thing 100 years ago. I think we are talking here probably 1921 or something like that. But it still has sort of a retro feel, especially the collar is very, very retro. It's one of the most beautiful Liga Portugal jerseys that I have. The next one is even more obscure than the Basel one. However, it's a really special one. It is this Queen of the South from Scotland centenary jersey. I really like this one. This was a gift to me from my buddy Andy, who is a Queen of the South supporter. I absolutely love the old team picture in here. I love that, I think it's all the players that are printed within the fabric of the shirt. You have this checkerboard look, and of course you have a lot of gold. You know, you have the golden detailing here on the sleeves. You have here written the centenary, a little bit gold around, and you know, here on the back it's rather blank, 1919 to 2019. A really nice centenary jersey without being a dedicated one, like, as I said, the Milan or the Colombia one, but it's recognized as centenary around the crest as well. Let's go to another borderline case, and let's go back to national teams, and we go back to the 2014 World Cup. Portugal was celebrating the centenary. I always felt that the home jersey, which had this gradient, never really lived up to the centenary billing. However, the away jersey has an absolute retro feel with this granted collar, and also going back to white and blue, which were the royal colors of Portugal. Really, really pretty shirt, and on the crest, 1914. 2014, so this makes it for me a true centenary jersey. One of the prettiest away jerseys that Portugal ever have released. This is a jersey, when I wear it, I don't even feel like I'm wearing a soccer jersey, and that is something really, really special to me. And we're already at the last national team, and that one was one of those jerseys when it came out that I said, oh, I really would like to have it. This is the best that this nation has ever produced. Yeah, I think Colombia also falls within. We're going to 2013, so not too long ago, and we're talking the USA centenary jersey. I mean, it is simple, it is really pretty, and it looks very much like the England jersey that was released in the same year, except that it's a V-neck collar, but it's all about this celebratory logo, a logo that should always be used if you were to ask me. Other than this, it's very much the Nike styling of the time with the very thick sleeve cuffs, but that logo is just special. And as I was also celebrating 10 years in America and leaving America at that point, I put myself a number 10 here on the back. Yes, I could have gone for a name, but I decided to only go with number 10. I actually wanted to have here 10 years, but they couldn't do it for me. But yeah, it's a really nice styling. I love this jersey. Really pleased to have it, at least from one of the nations that I call kind of home nations for me. I have a centenary jersey. It's the US, and they actually played in Austria that year as well. So that was also special. As an aside for that US jersey, the jersey I loved, the pants didn't really fit with it, I would argue. But the rest are all club teams. The next one is also kind of a judgment call, but I think it qualifies according to my criteria, which is this PSV centenary away jersey. Yes, they had the home jersey in red, which I almost had in my hands, and then someone just snatched it ahead of me. Why is a centenary jersey? Well, it first has a classic dark deep blue color, but mostly the golden detailing. The sponsor is in gold, swoosh is in gold. If you look in here, sleeve cuffs inside are in gold, and then of course we have the wreath and 100 years below the PSV logo, and it's also here on the inside 100 year. So I think this fully qualifies. And then a little reference here, 1913, the Freo sponsor. Yeah, maybe not so great, but it's a really, really gorgeous jersey. I'm so happy to have this one. There's even some gold in here. I wish I could have it a size larger. This is only an L, but still a stunning shirt from a team that maybe is not my favorite in the Netherlands, but it's a huge team. At the beginning of the video I said this is not a centenary jersey. Well, LASK had two dedicated centenary jerseys. Fortunately, none of them were home jersey. We had this black away jersey with the centenary crest. 100 Jahre saying here, and then they had the reverse of that one that was golden, but I think was never on sale as well, because I would have loved to have the gold one. But you know, this one is fine with the 100-year crest. It has the nice Up Austria logo. There should be the Bundesliga logo here. This is kind of missing, so it's kind of disbalanced. The nice thing is, oops, losing it. This is actually one of my favorite LASK jerseys. And I'm losing it. The nice thing about this one is this is actually the player version as well. So they were selling that one. It came in a sort of nice box as well that I'm afraid I don't have anymore. So yeah, I still remember unpacking this one Christmas 2008, where I was alone in America, just coming home from a trip visiting a friend, and it was in there and I absolutely loved it. Yes, we can talk about the Oberbank sponsor, but there was no sponsor here on the front as well, and you know, the AVE sponsor, yeah, not so great. But it's a really nice jersey. Do I wish that they would have come out with something like the Milan jersey? Of course I would have wished that, but you know, at least it recognizes it with some golden detailing, and the black LASK jersey at that point was not a frequent occurrence. The wall is almost full with only one slot to go, but I still have to show you 4 jerseys. How are we gonna do that one? Well, the next one is again a double, and I will only hang one of these. We are talking, of course, about Real Madrid and their centenary jerseys. What a gorgeous set. I remember when those came out, they were just classic. I mean, this is all that you want to have from Real Madrid. One color, especially the white one, and I really hate that the hanger is coming through on that one so nicely, so that it kind of destroys the look. But what a clean look. Overall, the only thing that was here was, of course, the centenary logo, which frankly is not that great, I gotta say, but what a clean look that was. And then the away jersey as well, same styling, just in black, which made so much sense to me. And of course, I was in Spain in 2002. Which of these 2 jerseys did I buy? The black one, of course, because back then I liked black a whole lot. Still think the black one is nicer in the sense that it's not as transparent as this white. Well, of course, the white one is the one that you should go with. They won a Champions League in that one, but they had the Adidas striping here on the side. Fortunately, I got this through my buddy Idris, so I'm very happy to have both of these, because this is just one of those classic sets that you gotta have. I will hang up the white one because, you know, Real Madrid should always be in white, but I fully recognize that this was the first one. Foregoing any striping on the shoulders except for the Champions League and no sponsors, that makes these really, really perfect. Best for last, I would say. We are talking my other favorite club other than LASK, Milan centenary jerseys. I have 2 of the 3 that have been released. There was a black one, which was kind of weird. We had this golden version, which is interesting, and I call this my Christmas jersey, which also has the Milan centenary crest on there. Looks a little bit like the old Intercontinental Cup, but you know, there's a ball, there's 100, and says Milan, and there's the little Milan logo on there. It's a little bit of an odd one, but back in the day, this was very golden, and in '99 I was in Milan. I didn't buy this one, but that was the only one that was available. If they would have had this one, I would have bought it. This one, when I got 1,000 subscribers, this was my gift to me. And it's still the gold standard of all centenary jerseys, if you were to ask me. What a gorgeous jersey. There's one thing, really only one thing that I can complain about. And it is, why did they put a sponsor on there? Because, you know, here they did it right. There is no sponsor. The 125-year jersey, it has the old crest, but it doesn't have the original striping. The thin striping is what made this so special. At the time, you didn't see Milan jerseys that often with the thin striping. Personally, I prefer this striping on a regular Milan jersey, although I won't have black as the center stripe, not the red one. But the thin striping, it just screamed old school from the beginning. Absolutely gorgeous shirt. It is a replica of the original jersey that was worn. Look at the floppy collar. Look at the button-up stuff here. Look at the Milan crest. I love the cross of Milan on there, and yes, they had to put the star inside as well, but in recent iterations they had then a little Milan logo in there. No, this is just pure. On the inside it says Cento Milan, is all that is needed, and there's also a little celebratory patch in golden as well. The most interesting part about this jersey is, and that I didn't realize until I had this in my hands, and I cannot tell you, it doesn't happen too often, but when I finally held this jersey in my hands, I just shed tears. Because this is a jersey I wanted for such a long time. Cost me quite some money, to be honest, but you know, it's probably one of the more expensive jerseys that I've ever bought, if not the most expensive one. But look at the Adidas logo. It's silver, it is shiny. That I found a really, really interesting touch. It's a jersey that I watch every day now because it is hanging right here behind my screen. So it's very, 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 very special. And for that reason, it's my favorite centenary jersey. Still, I call it the gold standard. You might disagree with me. I would like to hear, of course, your opinion as well. But yeah, I leave this up here. Let me know what you think about all the centenary jerseys in my collection. Please let me know which centenary jerseys or any other anniversary jersey you have in your collection. I will need to make a video about this recent trend of anniversary jerseys as well, which I will probably do shortly, because I think there's another big reveal coming. In any case, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these, and I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!